Hi, this is Brian from Knox Armor, knoxarmor.com. Today we're going to do a brief video review on the Knox Multi-Sport Armored Shorts. Give you a quick 360 here of the product. One of the first things you're going to notice with any of the articles in the Knox lineup is the overall quality of build. You know, it's one of those things, you get it in your hands, you touch it, you look at it, you feel it. It is impressive for sure. From the stitching to the materials used, everything is top-notch. The concept with the multi-sport short is to offer protection in some of the most vulnerable areas on your body, and that's going to be the hip and the tailbone. Let's face it, there's not, in this area on your body, there's really not a lot of body mass outside of the bone here, so this area is very sensitive to pain, injury, bruising, things like that. The armor in the multi-sport shorts covers the hip into the quadricep. It's a mirror image on both sides, and then we have a piece in there for the tailbone as well. These are quite comfortable. I've ridden in a pair of these for 2 seasons now. They work fantastic. The application that I use them for primarily is road racing a motorcycle, so I wear them underneath a leather suit. They fit under, they work great. I have crashed in them a few times, and let me just tell you, it makes a tremendous difference because many of the impacts do result in contacting this portion of your body on the pavement. Just helps to save you from a lot of pain, if you will. And they're comfortable when you're on the bike. It's something that virtually disappears. The weight of the garment itself is literally under a pound. It's virtually weightless. You're going to notice as well that the short itself is a very spandex-like material that is completely perforated. The idea with the perforation is obviously to let the heat energy out and the air in to work to keep you cool. You're going to have these underneath a leather suit or some other outer garment, so it's going to add a little bit of heat by having the perforations all in the garment. It's going to allow a lot of that heat energy to move out, works to keep you as cool as possible. The armor in the shorts is completely removable, so you can wash the shorts, and that's going to be something you're surely going to have to do. How that's done is you simply access the armor pocket like so. There's a flap. Just kind of stretch it over the impact protector like so. Slide it out. There is one of the large protectors for the hip and the quad. It's a mirror image on the other side. We're going to go over those a little more detailed here in just a moment. But let's go ahead and completely disassemble the short. Like I said, mirror image of the other side. And the tailbone pad, same thing. Just go ahead and pull the flap out of the way. It's not a problem, they're quite stretchy. And here is your tailbone pad, you can see how it articulates. And now we're left with just the short itself. Like I said, plenty of forgiveness in this, plenty of stretch. We have these available in a multitude of sizes. The size chart on this site is very accurate. Order these based off your waist size. You're going to be fine. They're going to fit and feel great. Now let's focus for just a moment on the impact protector itself. Okay? First, you're going to notice it's molded in the contour of your hip and your quad. So you'll see here that when I put it up against my body in that area, you know, it just forms right to my body. That adds to the comfort and the protection. Okay? This is the signature Knox polypropylene honeycomb design. Inside this armor here, we have a formed panel, which is going to be the polypropylene honeycomb cells. Okay? Outside of that, we have energy-absorbing foam on both the inside and the outside. Those work together to help manage the load over a broad field. So essentially, if you take an impact here in the center, it doesn't just manage the load in that one spot. The polypropylene honeycomb cells are going to demand that it manages the load over the entire field. You take a shot here, and it manages the load over the whole field, so it helps to absorb and reduce the amount of energy transferred to your body. Very effective, very comfortable, works fantastic. You can see here how it articulates in the hip area. These are fine for many different activities. When you're on the motorcycle road racing, you know, you are basically up in this position all the time. That's how I've worn them all along, and they've worked great for me. The weight of the garment, like I said, is under a pound. They're virtually invisible. The multi-sport short is something we recommend to people in many different activities. Road racing for sure. You know, if you're a conscious road rider, you some spirited rides, some touring rides, and you want to protect yourself, they're great for that. Mountain biking, motocross riding, freestyle, stunting. It just goes on and on. Snowboarding, snow skiing. It's a great garment, very protective, very comfortable. These are the Knox multi-sport shorts from Knox Armor.